All right, here we are.
Hello.
I accidentally, as I was opening the link, got like an eighth of a second view of the first picture, and it's a doozy. So I think today is
Okay.
going to be quite an experience.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah. It might be horrifying, might be really incredible.
Oh,
Say, just to update everyone, I did reach out to the new owners of the house
oh
we
yeah.
week. Um, and the guy who's renovating it said he's gonna watch our video, so who knows? But I was like, I'm so glad you didn't tear it down. I was so worried it was gonna be torn down, and I was so sad. Um,
Yeah.
so I just had to emotionally dump on someone who purchased a weird dome house.
And it's the Dome at Killington, so you
Dome
can
at
find
Killing.
them on social media.
Yeah, on Facebook. I couldn't find them on Instagram, but that could be because I didn't. I feel like Instagram's search feature is a bit questionable.
Yeah.
So here we go. Gonna make
Oh,
this a
well,
bit
I
bigger.
can see where a small viewing of this
Mhm.
would
Yeah, I didn't
give
see like
you.
much, but it was enough to be like, oh, that's
Oh,
something. Um,
wow. What
even
is the
looking,
thing where you're afraid of a lot of small holes?
oh yeah, trypophobia.
Yeah,
That would be a bad fit. Also, I love
really
that it's like a million rocks, but then just like a mini split on the wall. We're still environmentally conscious in so many ways. Um, Also, I like that there's like lumber, but then there's also just random logs. It's a real, uh, it's
You
real.
have a lot of choices for whatever wood you would like to see on top of your 500 million stones.
Okay. Also, I know this is just an ad, but it says Etsy, we make birthdays a breeze, and it looks like it has two blueprints and a
Mhm.
legal letter. So I'm curious who wants those for their birthday.
That's what I want for my birthday. It's in a couple weeks. Take note. I want blueprints and a legal letter.
Hmm. I cannot remember how to make these pictures right. So we're just like I'm trying to click on it, which seems like that should be what takes it up, but it doesn't work. So we're just going to slide this way.
Okay.
Uh, Okay, I think this is one of those houses made out of bottles. I think some of the bottles point in and some point out.
I
This
really wish
is
you could make this bigger. Um,
like that.
yeah. Oh, well, now I wish that we hadn't done that.
That's, I mean, you really couldn't be anywhere in or around this house with trypophobia.
Oh God, no.
Real warning. I should put a
Trigger
trypophobia
warning.
content note
Yeah.
on. Yeah. Wait. Somehow I didn't notice those tiny faces when it was big.
Oh, I can see where I can see why you wouldn't because it's distracting. Those just are peering out at you like, help.
Also, I know this is the least of my questions, but why is the door
Like
handle
it's the door
diagonal?
handle that way.
It doesn't
Yeah,
make sense. They love a wind chime.
they really do. I am just a little overwhelmed by this part of the house. Oh, and here's the inside of the bottles.
Okay.
The
So,
bottles go all the way through the house.
but wait. Okay. So this is the outside. Those are definitely the same windows.
Hmm.
And you can see them inside too.
That was the surprising
That's
development to
those
me.
walls feel too thin. I'm
Right. And maybe
worried.
not that stable if you have that many holes.
They need more than mini splits to keep this house at an appropriate temperature, I think.
Also, those stained glass images are really
Yeah.
uh descriptive. Uh okay.
Yeah. Um, I am interested in how they managed to get mug hooks in
Mm-hmm.
the bottles.
Around.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't put anything on that wall.
I guess you could. They did.
Yeah. I Okay, so if you are afraid of the sound of breaking glass or lots of really small holes, not the house for you.
Yeah. I mean, also, I'm someone who sometimes will like sit back and like lean my head against something, and I don't think that's safe anywhere here.
No, that is not a good idea here
Like,
in this house.
I feel like I'm gonna just get a million head gashes.
Hmm. Yeah, this Also, for those of us who maybe like fall down a lot or have toddlers,
Yeah, I'm on the fall down a lot train. Yeah, you could
yeah.
really slam into one of these walls and really fuck yourself up. Okay, so this is
Ooh.
interesting. It feels as if the wall has just started to sag and they just threw some more bottles in to like
Let's
flush
just
it.
fill it in. Just fill it. We have any bottles left over? Just fill it in.
Yeah. I mean, I could be wrong because admittedly, I don't understand the construction so well, but okay.
Yeah.
Usually I would be like, ooh, curtains between a room. That's here.
Least of my problems
Yeah.
here.
And honestly, it fits. This might be the one house where like hanging up some blankets between your rooms is like correct for the aesthetic.
And I don't know what the doors would be made out of. So
Agreed. Like, how could you even attach them? I am
yeah.
excited for when we get to see these little stained glass looking things.
Yeah. It's not yet though. We're still looking at this kitchen. I
Okay.
mean, if that all lets in light, that's cool. Um,
If what all
also
lets in light, those like,
all the little bottle ends, the bottle butts.
oh, that's interesting. I hadn't really thought about how that could happen. Yeah, that is cool. Also,
Also maybe really hot because this is Tucson, Arizona, right?
yeah, I will say I find the glass table really overwhelming in the midst of everything else happening.
Because it
Also,
reflects everything else.
I had not seen that in that
Mm.
stained glass.
He just greets you. He's like, "Hey,
Surprise at
welcome to
every
our bottle
turn.
house."
Look at that little cat.
Bottle. Oh, I like the little cat.
There's a rock. Interesting place for all of those plugs.
Outlets.
Yeah.
It's the only place they could put it.
Yeah, they probably
Okay, you
are
know what?
actually just around
We
the edge.
see an actual door here, and I do think a blanket would work.
Yeah, the blanket was a great fit for this house.
Yeah.
I
Oh, that roof, that ceiling is there is a lot for the eye to take in here. Wow.
There is. I
Whoa.
love these. I would love them more in a different house,
Yep.
but I think they're so interesting. They're just
Well, they're
like,
beautiful.
yeah, I think they're really beautiful. There's not really, you know how they say like you need a place for your eye to land where it can breathe?
They're
I'm
nowhere
not
here.
experiencing that here.
No, no.
Even this white cloth covering the ceiling, all I can think about is like, why would you put a white cloth covering your ceiling? So
I,
it's like not even helping my eye rest.
no. This is a lot to take in. There's a lot to take
Yeah.
in.
So, okay, I will say this portion, if you didn't have the walls or the ceiling, I feel like Granddaddy could have liked that in the basement.
Yeah,
It's got some Granddaddy basement energy.
it does have granddaddy basement energy. I also think that he might not have hated these walls.
It's true. I do, but he might not.
No, he might
I'm
not have.
also really excited about getting to see that a little closer.
I am not super excited. That part is where my eye keeps going, and I'm a little scared. We're gonna just get a close up of the table. Do you think the table sells with the house? Or they were just like, here's you get a break.
I don't know. I don't know if it's a break either. Um, it's a lot of
Little gemstones, little
gems.
rocks.
I think they're supposed to be flowers, right?
Yep.
Yes, I guess it was like, oh, you couldn't tell? Here you go.
Some more.
Yeah. I am
Okay.
finding myself really leaning into this screen a lot because I think I have a lot of questions.
I also have a lot of questions. Um, okay, here your eyes can rest on the floor.
That is a very chill floor.
Yeah,
The ceiling is pretty chill too.
yeah, yeah. Just
You just got to look
everything
away from the
between.
walls if you need a break. This is interesting. Like, did they run out of rocks or do you think
So
they,
all I see is something that a small child would climb up and hurl themselves over.
yeah, no, I
That
see
is
where
what
that's,
I
yeah. I mean, they'd have to get through these statues first.
they would just knock those down.
There's a lot of,
Is that the closest thing we're gonna get to a couch? Because as a couch napper, I like napping on a couch, not like a kidnapper of couches.
yeah,
As a kidnapper of couches, that would be hard to steal. But
very hard to steal.
as someone who naps on couches, I also find it to be not ideal for my needs.
No, I think minimally they need some real back pillows, not just a couple of throws against
Yeah.
spiky
And
rocks.
like I would stretch out my legs and just kick those lamps right over.
Yeah. and slam your head into the edges of the little lamp tables,
Yeah,
which are
overall, I
built
would
in.
0 out of 10 for napping on that.
Yeah. I think this is the first books we've seen.
Yeah,
Thought about how rare it is that we see books in any of these houses.
because everyone uses Kindles now.
Yeah, but still, don't you have books in your house?
Oh, a ton of them.
Yeah, we grew up with a ton of books in our house. I think we both
Yeah.
have a ton of books in our house. So it's interesting to me how much I don't notice when houses don't have books. But to be fair, we do look at houses with a lot to think about.
There's a lot, again, a lot for the
It's
eye to
hard to
take in.
notice an absence most of the time.
Yes. When there is so much presence. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Uh
It's a little cool though.
it is a little cool.
They
Um
look like eyeballs, which is a bit disturbing.
they look like eyeballs and then underneath it looks like firewood. The eyes are
Yeah.
watching your firewood.
You know what it reminds me of? Okay, this is even worse than my assessment of the last one feeling like a submarine. It sort of reminds me of a monastery, which I also have no
I've
knowledge of.
never been to a monastery.
No, no, but like, doesn't it have some monastery vibes a little bit?
I am not getting a monastic vibe from this
Like,
place.
okay, look at this,
Mm-mm.
look at the parts as a separate part. So, like, look at this wall. Someone could have
Yeah.
needed to make a monastery in the forest, and they built that with those stones because that was all they had. And then here, maybe like think of the Trappist monks that make that jam that you can buy at like discount stores. They could have had some extra jars and made this. Just looks really beautiful and very meditative. Like it feels real meditative to make that. And also rough. This part feels a little like a um it should be like a tool shed work area.
Yeah, like a work table.
Yeah.
It's because the it feels like a tool shed because it feels a little garage-y what with all of the stones.
Yeah. This feels like a wine cellar where they're
Yes,
actually going to kill you.
that feels like a wine cellar. This is and there is a beating heart. If those were floorboards and stuff and
Yes.
cement that, there is a beating heart down there.
What was that movie about the dinner? It was so everyone had to go to this island and there was this really fancy chef, The Menu, I think it was called. It came out a few years ago. That could be like 10 years ago or it could be two. It's very hard for me to know. But
But it's
uh,
time.
where you went to this island and there were some other people and it was very, very exclusive, and then everyone got killed. Um,
Oh,
it feels like this is what one
this
room
is
of
where
that
they
is.
went. This is where the invitation sent them.
Mhm.
But there would have been a fancier light fixture. That light fixture feels like a bathroom light fixture.
You're right. That is very like, fuck, Lowe's was out of everything good. I
Yeah,
guess
that's
we'll
right.
just grab this because we need light in our
Yeah,
murder
in
cellar.
our cellar,
Yeah.
in our murder cellar.
But it can't actually be a cellar because that's a lot of light. But you know what I
No,
mean.
it's not. No,
Okay, I think we saw this room
we did.
before. This was the
Yep.
beginning.
I recognize the lizard.
hmm I recognized the fireplace because I thought that's funny. Fireplaces often are made of stone and brick, yet they've somehow managed to make it quite unexpected,
Yeah,
but also quite expected because the entire house
is
is
made of stone and brick.
on a brick.
Yeah.
Mhm. It's like it's all shocking, but it's
Oh,
sort
more
of
books.
mostly shocking in the same way. I am starting to like,
Get
so
used to it.
I was just rewatching season 4 of Project Runway as I go through season by season.
Hmm.
And there was this point where for his final collection, Chris March, this is a spoiler if you didn't watch Project Runway in 2007, but want to, he was using human hair in his collection. And Tim Gunn said, there's this thing where you go into the monkey house at the zoo and you're like, this is disgusting. Why does it smell like this? And then you're there for like 20 minutes and you're like, this is, I feel like Will Smith is fine, like nothing really. And then after like an hour, you're like, this is my home, no problems here. But someone else comes in and they're like, this is disgusting. Anyway, I feel like I've reached the like midpoint of the monkey house
Yeah,
with
it's
this
like a
house.
little weird, but it's. Do you think that if you lived here when you went to a place that had walls that were not made of stone and
Ooh,
bottles, you would notice?
that's a great question. It also inspires me for a question for the end. I actually, this is what makes me think I'm in the monkey house. Do I love this?
I think you're in the monkey house. Again, okay, if they took that cozier chair in the back and moved it, I might like it more. But
Yeah, I don't know why this chair is the one that's getting like pride of place. It's
No,
not
it's a folding
it's a
chair.
folding chair. It's not great. Okay.
Okay.
Come on. There's something really cool about this.
Okay,
Like,
no, there is a head on the top of that chair, and I now I'm done.
oh, there is. That is what happens. I'm telling you, if you lean your head against it, you're just gone.
You're
That
done.
used to be a person, Amanda.
That was a person, and now,
And they
oh,
just
and
had
there's
to
the real
upholster
Beauty
it.
and the Beast vibes. Where's Mrs. Potts? And there's Lumiere. Lumiere's got a little can dancer thing going on.
So, okay, so I do love this little nook a little
A Nook.
bit,
I love
but
a Nook.
also, why don't we have a real table? Why do they have such a fondness for folding
And
furniture?
that lamp is so small, and that Nook is so dark.
And this chair, I mean, everything about it's weird except for the
Yeah.
idea of like
A
a nook.
cozy reading nook. Like they
Yeah.
had the idea, and then everything was just a little bit off.
Yeah. Like it failed to be cozy, but if you had like a chair and a half back there
Hmm.
with like a
And like
nice, like,
a little
yeah,
rug,
a like standing lamp next
and
to
like
it.
a real light. And
Yeah.
maybe you couldn't see this face chair.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe the face chair has to go to make anything cozy in this home. Oh, we're back to that chair. We do love
That
it. Yeah.
chair with the portable
A big
fireplace.
fireplace next to it. Yeah. And this as I guess maybe one of your other couch options because it does seem to be looking at the TV and that's
The
just the
TV.
so I don't think that's a good option either. And it does seem to have faces on it and
Oh,
hands.
weird. There's a lot of faces in this house.
Yeah.
I
Some
would
of
sit
the
in that
pictures were
chair.
taken in 2023 and some were taken in 2024. And I just think that's interesting. Like
That is
maybe it didn't
interesting.
steal in or sell in 2023 and they were like, there's probably not enough pictures. Probably people just don't have
We've
enough.
updated the folding chair. Let's bring you in for a new one.
Yeah, like people can't
Oh,
really get a picture of what it would be like to be in this house with only 21
I
pictures. It's,
do have a sense of what it would be like in this house, I think.
yeah, yeah, I agree. I don't think the 2024 ones probably made a huge difference in terms of what people could conceptualize. So this is another one of the ceilings with some fabric on
Yeah,
it. But they did choose a one that was patterned the whole way across, which
they did.
I
Yeah,
support as a plan if you're
I
going to
do
do
too.
that.
I actually kind of like that. Also, given how hard everything else is, it's nice that at least the ceiling is soft.
Yeah, the floor looks like painted concrete.
Yep, 100. Oh my.
It's beautiful.
You're in the monkey house.
The couch is not. The
The
couch
couch.
is a real problem.
The couch is a real problem.
But
But
that's
all of
so
your
pretty. I wish it were different colors. I wish it were like green and yellow, green and white. The
or
green
if
and
it were
orange are a
like a
bit harsh.
sunset. If they made it like a sunset,
Mm. It feels, it's
why
got
is there
some,
a door leaning up against the wall?
maybe it's a fun house, but it does look permanent because I think that's a stool attached to the door. So couldn't speak to it, but has like School of Fish Nemo vibes to me, like a really big, you're living inside
You
Nemo.
are living in the aquarium.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe people like that.
And all your furniture is made of aquarium.
Oh,
Oh,
this is the bedroom.
oh. I wonder if the bed is made of stone.
It is.
No,
At
the
least the
base is, but
platform.
like is like the mattress?
No, the mattress, they must have at least some cushion on it.
They don't have a single couch.
But they have cushions on their stone.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, no, it's a good question. There's another fireplace.
Yep.
Very traditional given the range of other fireplaces around.
I'm interested in like where the wall is cut off before the roof. Like, did
Like
they
here,
measure how many bottles they wanted and stop the brick
or
there,
did
or
they
did they
run out
stop
of
at the
bricks?
first? Right.
Yeah, it feels more like the running out of bricks part, but if you were involved in the making of this house, please correct
Would
us.
love to know. I have so many questions for you.
Yeah. This floor feels very like uh yeah, like Arizona Spa, where I've also never been. But um like
Well, we're in Arizona, so
yeah, I get what's happening with a part of this room, which even that is a step beyond what I've understood in any of the other rooms. So
I
I
don't
understand this.
understand if there's a door, and I would like to know that. I also want to know what's happening on the other side of this half wall.
Yeah, so I understand the ceiling and the floor. I understand the fireplace.
Hmm.
I sort of understand the wall situation, but not the bottom part of the wall.
The bottom half of the wall.
Then I lose it again. Okay, so we're back to this
Okay,
stuff.
now it appears that the color has changed because it did look really green and now it's looking blue.
Maybe it's later in the day.
Could be.
Here's our half wall. Is this a
I'm really worried
bathroom?
that's a bathroom.
I think you've got a really good chance of it being a bathroom.
Oh
A
no.
dressing room?
Okay,
A bathroom. A
a
bathroom
bathroom.
with an
I just,
in-ground tub.
I am just asking people to use doors on their bathroom.
It does seem, Amanda, like a pretty high ask for this house. They've had one door.
That's true. They haven't had any door. Couldn't they put a blanket?
Yeah, they could have done a blanket. I don't know if that helps much with a bathroom.
No,
Um,
there's been more than one door. There's only been one door that's used as a
yeah, there's
door.
only been one attached door and then
Yes.
additional bonus doors. Maybe those are for the bathroom and they just haven't
You
pulled
just
them over
carry it
yet.
with you. You're like, I
Yeah.
gotta go to the
Yeah.
bathroom, and you take your door.
Yeah. I'm bringing a chair too, so if you need to sit out here, I keep it attached. That's interesting to me.
Yeah.
I don't know why those don't have any light coming through them, but those
That
do.
is an eye at the bottom, it looks like. So when you're sitting in your
Uh,
shallow tub.
it's
Oh
the
no, that's a
it's
water.
the faucet.
The water faucet.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is interesting to me also, like a picture frame around a plate with a bunch of rocks.
Birds. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
I like things that let light in bathrooms without privacy concerns, but like
Well, this is the house for you because it's all bottles.
it's true.
So much light, so little to be seen.
Okay, here's the sink, another one of those little things, and
Yep.
these doors that I thought Granddaddy would like.
Yep.
Wow, at least you know right what you're getting into.
They are not hiding this at
You
all.
walk up and you're like, do they like bottles? They do.
They do.
I'll
And
ask a
maybe rocks
question.
and stones. So, I mean, I applaud the recycling.
Yeah, I mean, this seems very eco,
Yeah, super sustainable. Um,
but a lot of other questions do arise.
yes. This is a very cool outside area.
I agree. Like, this is very inviting to me. I think
I
it's
really
very,
like this. You could go, I would totally go here for a party.
yeah, I was thinking, like, it would be a great roadside attraction where you just
Oh,
like
yeah.
need to get out of your car, stretch your legs, you walk around. It would be really cool. And then we start to fall apart again because we realize, oh, right, this is
Oh, this
actually just
somebody
getting into
lives
town.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Looks like you think. Looks
Yeah.
exactly like you would imagine. Oh,
Oh, there's more.
this is interesting. This is obviously like an
This is new.
outdoory area because there's no real doors.
Yeah. Well, the rest of the house also had no real doors, Elizabeth.
I
So
thought they at least had doors to the outside,
they
though.
did have one door to the
This
outside.
feels
We
like
did
a
see one.
pavilion-y sort of space,
Yeah.
little hut area. Um,
For all your entertaining.
See, this would be perfect for a roadside attraction.
Yeah. Or a little party.
Yeah, or a little party. Yeah.
Oh, they even have a pool table? The pool table has monster feet.
I don't know how well that works as a pool table, but it's true. Um, and like a roller
They
rink.
painted their ceiling. Is that a roller rink?
No,
No,
but I don't know what it is.
I think it's storage because of the storage shelves.
Yeah, that's true. More likely a
Yeah.
roller rink. Here's that little pagoda area from the outside.
Yeah.
Oh,
This sort of feels like the set of I was going to say Western, but I guess the set of a Southwestern film.
yeah. This is interesting. Do you think
Oh,
this goes to the inside? Or do you
or
think
to your Hobbit house,
right?
your fairy
Oh, here
garden.
it is. Here's the other house.
Whoa.
Okay, see, this is cool though. Like I would stay in an Airbnb of this. One room, very overwhelming, but like quite a story. It seems different than living in a house of it.
Yeah. And this one is it round, which is also
Yeah,
pretty cool.
it is cool.
We're in the monkey house, Elizabeth. I just need you to know that we're now
Well,
like, I would Airbnb this. Oh,
and that's probably where the bed goes.
that's a little much for me.
Those are interesting.
they put someone messed up. They were like, oh, we're supposed to put them
Like, oh yeah, no, put bottles on
put
the wall. Got
bottles on the
it,
wall.
got it.
That's what I shoot. And they were like, well, we leave it.
You're already in now. What can we
There's
do?
more color in this one,
Yeah,
which is fun, but also a little bit
much.
more for the eye. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
that's a
This is
sink.
this is a lot for me. What
Yeah,
is where
no, the
are we?
bathroom's a little much.
This is a bathroom?
I think so because there's a sink.
Okay.
Could just be a sink though. I haven't found a toilet yet. I don't know what this is, but I don't like this angle at
I
all.
don't like this angle at all.
There's another sink. Oh, that's the bathroom.
That is the toilet.
I'm done with this Airbnb. I cannot do this.
Wow.
Like, I'm not sitting on a toilet with that behind me and that at my legs. Absolutely not.
And no actual toilet. That's just a toilet seat. I want you to imagine where that goes because I don't think it's to a full toilet.
No, you're probably correct. Composting.
Oh,
Oh,
and a
night.
knight in
I did.
armor.
Okay. I will say at some point I was like, this house has stopped shocking me. Nope. We're
There
back
it is.
because I did
There it
not
is.
expect a night.
No, me either.
That's
See, this
nice.
is pretty.
It's a little dark. Feels like,
What is this like where you park your car?
I think it's like a carport. I don't
Okay.
know. But in my head, that seems a lot like a carport.
Yeah, it does seem like a carport. It's just a lot of wine bottles for your carport.
Yeah. How many pictures are there? Okay, there's a different
Oh,
carport.
there is your carport.
So maybe that wasn't a carport. That was just like an overhang.
Oh, that's pretty.
This is pretty. Wow.
Oh,
No, I don't like that.
no.
Okay, here's more of that weird Etsy ad. Okay. Out of the photos.
Can I read the description on this one? Because I have a lot of questions.
Um, how do I get out of this?
Click the X. Okay. 3 bed, 1.5 plus bath.
Which part is it in? Property
Property
details?
details. Show more.
I'm trying. No.
Oh, maybe there's no just maybe there are just no words.
I mean, it could be. Let's see if we look it up somewhere else. That's a lot of directions to get there. Okay, 1800
North
North
Camino.
Camino, Alter, Tucson. It's not for sale. What's special?
Oh,
That's what I want to know too. Why'd you go away? I want to know what's special. There we go.
okay. A timeless structure insulated by thousands of glass bottles of various array, creating a colorful glow, nestled between stones and full-sized wooden beams at the ceiling. You must see it to believe it.
That's true.
That is accurate. This alternative constructed rock and bottle home
Not the
has a
traditional
guest
version.
cottage, an
Yeah.
outdoor kitchen. Oh, that was the outdoor kitchen. Okay. And
Okay.
over 2,000 square feet of arched passageways of handcrafted old world charm. Concrete and flagstone flooring are the foundation, featuring 3 deep rock fireplaces and 2 wood-burning stoves. Hidden nooks, such as the 2 alcoves for reading, can be used as an office, a library/study. Alcoves were originally created for accommodating as a bedroom. Built-in concrete furniture throughout, and a circular dining room table studded with slices of cholla and saguaro rib-lined cabinets and saguaro-lined cabinets surround the dining room. A king-size concrete platform for a bed sits next to one of 3 rock fireplaces in the main room. A concrete couch lines the rock wall in the living room. Just add cushions and pillows. I disagree. Technically, this home is considered a 2-bed, 3-bath property. A separate bathhouse serves as the second bathroom, with a cottage that also accommodates 2 queen-size cement platforms for additional beds. Adjacent to the cottage is an outdoor covered kitchen and workshop, complete with a full-size custom cement cast pool table. Along the many cement and rock-piled pathways of this 2.53 acres estate, you will find dates and artist handprints etchings starting from 1964. Once operated as a bed and breakfast or Airbnb, brand new foam insulated roof and 2 new mini splits installed in 2023 on the main structure. 2 additional parcels can be purchased adjacent to this parcel for a total of 4.51 acres.
Wow.
Wow.
That is interesting.
Do you think
Um,
this realtor had ever been like, oh, sure, a concrete bottle home?
it went
Yeah, I've
above
sold them.
asking.
Wow.
There's a lid for every pot.
A lid, good for them.
Yeah.
I hope that they did bring in some non-cement furniture.
I mean, do you think that it's possible that someone would want this house, but not like cement furniture?
Have they ever taken a nap?
I don't know. I mean, they won't anymore once they enter this
Never.
home.
Okay,
Um,
built in 1968.
that tracks to me.
So what's interesting to me is often when we see these where they're made of really strange materials, they're like made by, designed by, and they name
Right.
a famous
And this is just
architect. And
like,
this one, they're just like, this is unusual, which tells me that someone just built this.
yeah,
And
oops.
we're just hoping that it worked.
Yeah. I,
Uh,
I'm very intrigued. I guess so. Here's one question that I have. Ready to stop screen sharing?
yeah.
So, what unusual material would you want your walls made out of, if not bottles or large jagged rocks?
Well, definitely not the large jagged rocks. Um, what about well, I was gonna say like tree, like living tree branches.
Ooh.
But then I would be really worried about like bugs and the animals.
Yeah, it could be pretty, but with
Yeah,
some
it
real
would be
risk.
so pretty,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I
have
was
some
wondering about like
drawbacks.
gym mats. They could be really nice colors, easy to clean, comfortable,
Well insulated.
well insulated, acoustic dampening.
Yes,
So
yes. That's a plus.
that's my best idea. I would only do it though if they could be the same height as my walls. Like I wouldn't want to have to patchwork gym mats.
Where we had to do the like here's where the brick ends
Yeah,
and now you put in your
no, it would have to
bottles.
be the right size.
Yeah.
You can
Um,
also draw on them and wipe it off. Like gym mats know how to take a lot,
you know what? A lot of times if someone draws on your wall, you can wipe it off. I've learned this.
but probably not if it's rocks.
I don't know, magic eraser really is effective.
That's true.
Magic eraser Dawn power wash.
Okay, well,
Mhm.
that's good information. You
Yeah,
might not
just
need to even buy so many magic erasers if your walls were just made of
it's
gym.
true. No, it's true.
Okay, so what's your
Um,
backup plan given that you don't want a bunch of weird animals living in your house because of your living tree
I'll
walls?
just come stay in your gym mat house.
Okay, okay. I'm also open to any other answers about that from anyone that might have them.
Okay, so my question is about the furniture.
Yeah.
Would you leave the cement furniture and just like bring in your own, or would you somehow remove their furniture? And so
I
you would
would
really
just
just,
add additional furniture personally. It seems
yeah.
so hard to remove the furniture, but I might somehow build it out into like bookcases and stuff.
Okay, I like that. I like repurposing it. I just don't want to see like a bunch of, so I'm clearly not the target market for this house because I that furniture just for me really throws it off. And I don't I don't get the platform bed thing.
No, I mean,
Is
I
it for
will
snakes?
say I don't think that my aesthetic and the aesthetic of the person unknown to us who built this house are
The
aligned.
not well respected architect or whatever.
Like my priorities often involve like don't hurt your head. Feel
Right.
like and their priorities don't seem to involve don't hurt your head.
No, I feel like I spend so much time of my day trying to make sure that no one cracks their head open.
Yeah.
And
No, this is like real hostile to that goal.
what do you think is the right age to live in that house though? Because like toddler, not it. Too old, not it, because
Yeah.
of the risk of breaking something. So somewhere between toddler and like 55 is that's the sweet spot for living there.
I honestly think like maybe 24. You're making a lot of reckless choices, probably.
That's true.
And
And actually, it wouldn't be so uncomfortable to sleep on cement
yeah,
at 24.
exactly. Like you're at your best sleep on
Yeah, yeah,
versus like don't
that's
expect
it.
too much age.
This is the house for the 24-year-old who loves rocks and bottles.
Do you know that 24-year-old? If so, this house is not on the market, but you never know.
But
You
they
might
could
want
have
a
bought it.
roommate. Yeah.
They could have bought it. And maybe they'll Airbnb it again.
Yeah.
I think it's on Airbnb.
It's worth checking.
I really have a lot of questions about that second bathroom though, because I don't think that was a flushing toilet.
Yeah. I didn't know you could count that on a MLS listing if it doesn't flush though.
They didn't, they counted it as 1.5 plus.
Mm. But isn't that just because there's no shower?
Oh, maybe. The
Um,
plus is really the
please hold.
confusing part.
I'm just going to share one more time and see if we can find a flusher in that picture.
Really doing the deep dives.
I mean, we owe our people watching to have the full information. That's the
Eh,
first one. Where's the second? There it is. No, that doesn't flush at all.
no, I don't think it does.
Wouldn't it be cool though if one of the bottles was
I was
actually
gonna say, was that big round black?
this?
Yeah,
I wondered that too. Like that would be really fun if one of the bottles somehow flushed it, but I don't think so.
yeah, I
If you
think
would
that's
live here, please tell us what part of it really calls to you because I can't tell if it's just the monkey house for me, but I really did start to get seduced by how so many rooms were sort of like stained glass. I thought it was really pretty.
yeah, it did not seduce me in the same way.
I
I
still
did
don't think I
not
could live
find it to
there.
be,
I
I
don't
didn't
want,
find it to be quite the sultry mistress that Elizabeth did, but as Elizabeth said, there's a lid for every pot. And Elizabeth, I guess maybe your lid was just like not quite the right size, but you're
yeah,
like I'm a rice cooker and you're like this is a saute pan.
right.
And
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm like the lid that you can like sort of fit on, but that like really you have to sort of balance it on the
yeah,
food.
it wobbles a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's good in a pinch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my pinch would be like an Airbnb length pinch, not a like I
Yeah.
bought it and then regretted it length pinch. Like I do know
No,
I don't want to buy this house.
no, yeah, no, mine is I'm just I mean, it's not for me, but I would totally go to a party in those gardens.
They're really pretty.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right, let us know what
Okay.
your connection level to this is. And also, if you have more places, maybe we'll do
Send
more of these, but you
them.
need to send them to us because
Yes.
oh, and I was talking to a friend yesterday who said, so wait, even if we think a million people have already sent them to you, we should still send. And I was like,
Still send it.
I unfollowed Zillow Gone Wild so that I won't accidentally be spoiled. So even if you
Yeah.
see it there, I haven't seen it. So,
Yep. Send it, send it.
all right.
We
Bye,
want to do
everyone.
more. Okay, bye.